the fallout to the broader economy, if in fact an AI bubble is deflating right now, and there's good evidence that there is that sort of deflation going on, not a panic, just a sell off. What is the impact on everything else in the marketplace in America?
The best case scenario, and right now I'd call this a base case. So we always start with a base case that's the highest probability, and then you look at tail risk, where it could get better than base case or where it could get worse. The base case would be analogous to .com. People got their faces ripped off in the year 2000, but most of America didn't even know it was happening, because the people who got their faces ripped off were the risk takers who owned pets.com after a Super Bowl commercial and wrote it down to zero. Where you get a systemic, contagious problem from a bubble bursting is like what we all went through in 2007, 2008, where it bleeds into the banking system, where there is a big credit default situation. It's a debt-fueled bubble. Most of this AI story so far has huge exposure from the hyperscalers that are equity and cash payers. Your Metas, Googles, Amazons, Microsofts that have been giving NVIDIA hundreds of billions of dollars. That would not be good for that thing to unwind, but it would not be systemic at this point. Where it can become systemic is if it becomes more debt fueled, and if this data center build out gets ahead of itself. That's your railroad example. The railroad thing was not just that some railroad stocks went to zero and some went up. It's that the whole U.S. economy suffered because there was a massive amount of malinvestment, of excess investment into rail. If we get excess investment into AI, and then we're underinvesting in industrials and machinery and healthcare and R&D and other elements of the real economy, that's what drives me crazy about this, is we went through this with the internet. We underinvested in biotech so we could go buy pets.com, and then we had to spend 20 years getting caught up with pharmaceuticals. It's embarrassing.